Interference of light, constructive and destructive interference of light. Condition for the constructive interference and condition for the destructive interference, you know it. The path difference equal to lambda d, and the path difference equal to 2n minus 1 into lambda by d for the destructive. So you must try to derive it. You must try to derive it, the constructive interference and the destructive interference pattern. What is the necessary condition? You know it from your previous class. P equal to n into lambda. N means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the constructive interference fringe. And the destructive, that will be P equal to, P means the path difference equal to 2n minus 1 into lambda by 2. So you know it. Next part is the very important derivation. That is the to calculate the fringe width. Fringe width for a monochromatic light of the constructive or the destructive interference pattern. Okay, so my dear student, you also know it from your previous class, but that part not completed. That part was not completed for that day. So today I will try to complete it, and you will try to revise it again and again, because very important theorem. Again I draw it from your previous class, you know it. The sources of light S. The light must be monochromatic. Sources of light must be monochromatic. The two slates S1 and S2, they are separated at a distance d. Okay, the distance from the source are same. You consider a screen is here and create the interference fringe on that screen is this, is this. So you find out the path difference between the two waves. That is the, you calculate it, S2p minus S1p. How can we calculate it? And then you put it the condition for the destructive and the constructive interference, and then you find out the value of fringe width. So you know it, this is the central is the bright fringe, that is the O. Bright fringe. Next is the dark fringe. Next is the bright fringe, again the dark fringe, again the bright fringe. Okay, so now you calculate the fringe width, that means the two successive bright fringe or the two successive dark fringe. Okay, so how can we derive it? This is the central line. The distance from the P from the central point is D, X. So that distance will be the same, this and that. You consider here, that is the B and that is the A. If the distance between the two slits is D, then OA equal to D by 2 and OB equal to also D by 2. Okay, so AP equal to X minus D by 2 and PB equal to X plus D by 2. Clear from your diagram? Is it clear? Sir, the diagram, the students okay. Upper part is not clear. Yes, buddy. So I try to see it that part is not clear. Just one একটা পেপার, জাস্ট একটা পেপার দিয়ে ওকে স্যার। ওকে স্যার, ওকে। No sir. This said, yes, 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 yes sir, yes sir. Okay sir, okay sir. So my dear student, you check here. This is the diagram. So you find out the value of S2P minus S1P. S2P minus S1P. How can we derive it? Yes sir, yes sir, very good, sir, very good. Okay, okay. So you see here, the diagram is clear. You first know the diagram, where the source, this is the source, and source must be the monochromatic wave. Monochromatic wave, that means the light, the wavelength of that source only one. That means the monochromatic light waves comes from S, and the two slits are here. They are separated at a distance d, and the fringe is this. You find out the value of the path difference between the two waves, that is the S2P and S1P. How can you derive it? You check it. The S1AP and S2BP are two triangles, both are right angle triangles. So S1P and S2P both are the hypotenuse of those triangles. So my dear student, S2P square minus S1P square, that is equal to S2B square minus plus PB square minus S1A square minus plus PA square. Okay, you check it. So A square minus B square, S2P plus S1P into S2P minus S1P, that is equal to S2B square, S2A square cancel. PB square, PB means x plus d by 2 whole square minus x minus d by 2 whole square. Okay, okay. So my dear student, you check here. The distance is very small. Very small means it is not a very large distance. So d is very, very small than that. So we can write here the S2P and S1P almost equal to d. S2P equal to S1P almost equal to d, but not equal to d. If those are equal to d, that is equal to 0. So it means the central maxima. So you cannot write it. That value is the 2d. Okay, S2P minus S1P, that is equal to 2xd. A plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square equal to 4ab. 4ab means 2 divided, so 2xd. That is equal to S2P minus S1P equal to xd by capital D. xd by capital D. Okay. Okay. This is the path difference, x d by capital D. Okay. So my dear student, again you check here for the constructive interference, the path difference P equal to, condition for the constructive interference, path difference P equal to x d by d equal to n into lambda, where n equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, because the bright fringe central is the bright, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. What will be the value of x? X equal to n lambda capital D by small letter d. When n equal to 0, central, that x 0 equal to 0. When n equal to 1, then x1 equal to lambda d by small letter d. When n equal to 2, then x2 equal to 2 lambda d by d, and so on. Okay. Okay, my dear student. So you check here. Fringe width means it is the distance between the two successive dark fringe or the two successive bright fringe. The first you find out the two successive bright fringe. Two successive bright fringe. If you consider the two successive bright fringe, the common is xn minus x of n minus 1. That value, your required value. You consider here x2 minus x1. What will be its value? 2 lambda d by d, 2 lambda d by d minus lambda d by d. Okay. That value will be the beta equal to lambda d by d. Okay. So this is the fringe width. This is the fringe width. You derive it from the Young's double slit experiment. This is the very important experiment. This is the very important derivation for your question. Okay. Next, suppose you consider the two successive dark fringe. First, the path difference for the dark fringe, you know it. What is the condition? The condition is x d by d equal to 2n minus 1 into lambda by 2. 2n minus 1 into lambda by 2. So you check here, upper part of it, suppose this portion, the P equal to x capital D small d by capital D equal to 2n minus 1 into lambda by 2. You see it from your board. When n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, not 0. 0 is the central maxima. So n equal to 1. N equal to 1. That xd by, sorry, you find out it, the xd, x1d by capital D equal to n equal to 1. 2 minus 1 means lambda by 2. That value x1 equal to lambda capital D by 2d. Okay. Lambda capital D by 2d. N equal to 2. That value will be x2 equal to 3 lambda capital D by 2d. So you find out it, x2 minus x1, what will be its value? 3 lambda d by 2d minus lambda d by 2d, that is equal to lambda d. So that value will be lambda d by d. That value will be beta equal to lambda d by small letter d. You check here, for the successive bright fringe, the value of a beta equal to lambda d by d. For the successive dark fringe, lambda d by d. So both are same. Both are Both are same. You check it. Both are same. Any queries for this derivation? My dear student, any queries from this derivation? You check it first. Okay? Yes or no? Any queries? Is it clear? No, sir. No problem. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, Betty. Is it clear? Okay. 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 Next part. Suppose the next part. Next part. I also try to dictate from it. Next part. Next part is this. देखो fringe width, it is the separation between two successive bright or dark fringe. Two successive bright or dark fringe. Clearly both the bright and dark fringe are of equal width, are of lambda capital D by small d. Hence the expression for the fringe width in Young's double slit experiment can written as beta equal to lambda capital D by small d. As beta is independent of n, the order of fringe, therefore all the fringes are of equal width. In the case of light, lambda is extremely small. D should be much larger than small d, so that the fringe width beta may be appreciable and hence observable. Okay? And measurement of wavelength. How can you measure the wavelength? From that formula, from that derivation. Young's double slit experiment can be used to determine the wavelength of a monochromatic light. The interference pattern is obtained in the focal plane of a monochromatic of a micrometer eyepiece, and with its help fringe width beta is measured by measuring the distance d between the two coherent sources and their distance d from the eyepiece. The value of wavelength lambda can be calculated from that equation. Lambda equal to, you can write it lambda equal to beta small d by capital D. Lambda equal to beta small d by capital D. So my dear student, you try to derive it with the help of the pen and paper. This is the very important derivation. Okay. Next I will discuss the single slit diffraction pattern. Diffraction. This is the interference and next is the diffraction. Polarization, it is not in your syllabus in this year. So diffraction pattern for the single slit. Okay. So today I also try to complete one or two numerical from this part. Numerical. Suppose a laser light of wavelength 360 nanometer. Laser light of wavelength 360 nanometer. Wavelength 360 nanometer means the wavelength 630 nanometer. 630 nanometer incident on a pair of slits produces an interference pattern in which the bright fringes are separated by 8.1 millimeter. 8.1 millimeter. Okay. A second light, wavelength is different. Second light produces an interference pattern in which the fringes are separated by 7.2 by 7.2. Fringes are 7.2 millimeter. So my dear student, you see here The D, capital D and small letter d both are same for the two experiment. Okay, so you know the formula, beta equal to lambda capital D by small d. Okay, so beta 1 by beta 2 equal to lambda 1 by lambda 2. Okay, so what will be the value of lambda 2? Lambda 2 equal to lambda 1 into beta 2 by beta 1. You put it the value in this equation and find out the value of lambda 2. Lambda 2, the answer is 560 nanometer. 560 nanometer. 560 nanometer. So my dear student, sorry, extremely sorry. My dear student, you try to complete this numerical in this method. Next, one numerical, suppose what is the ratio of the slit? What is the ratio of the slit waves? What is the ratio of the slit width if the amplitude of the light waves from them having a ratio of root 2 is to 1? What is the ratio of the slit widths? Slit widths, W1 by W2 equal to I1 by I2 equal to A1 square by A2 square. You know it. W1 by W2, I1 by I2 equal to A1 square by A2 square. A1 square by A2 square equal to root 2 by 1 whole square. That is equal to W1 by W2 equal to I1 by I2 equal to 2. Okay. So my dear student, you try to complete it in this type of numerical in this chapter. Next day I will complete the diffraction of light with the help of single slit. Young's double slit, Young's single slit. So today up to this portion. Thank you my dear student. See you again next day.